Hi, folks, and welcome back to another episode of the Boston Red Sox franchise we have here on MLB The Show 25. And last time, we made ourselves feel a little bit better by bullying the CPU, one of the best players in the entire game. Today, I think the CPU is going to bully me. But not before we go up the middle with a hit from Ashton Fuqua and tie this game up in a moment against the Toronto Blue Jays in the same series that we left off in with Skeens. That complete game, what was it, 8-9 strikeout performance he had, maybe even 10 to end last episode. Weston Wilson will get under this pitch, and that will be it for the our half of the sixth inning. But if you're liking this series, and again, we're at episode 61, so I very much appreciate you guys coming over and still rocking with the series if you are. And if you are, then you saw this home run by Rafael Devers. Scoops. I had one guy comment, and I appreciate the comment, said, "Hey, brother, we do not want to see Rafael Devers in Red Sox uniform anymore. Trade him." I said, no. He is very good, and I would very much like to see Rafael Devers in a Boston Red Sox uniform. I still do. I still think it's dumb, but I digress. But make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Leave some comments. Tristan Casas would appreciate it. Absolutely pulverized, left on left, back-to-back jacks. The Red Sox are cooking. His third home run of the season. We haven't really got the power numbers from Casas in this series, and we did sign him to a nice little extension worth about $18 million a year for the next couple of years, and that will obviously chase out the lefty Cosgrove, and he will come to another lefty in Garrett Clevenger, who has a 5.73 ERA, and Roman Anthony will be the first guy to face off against him. First pitch thrown by Clevenger is sauced into left field via the infield ground ball. Anyway, thank you so much for supporting our series. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff so you're not missing out. Again, if you are still enthralled with this series as much as I am, this deep into it, obviously super appreciative. You know, I'm not a big hey, I need these views or whatever. We see the production's low. That's fine. That's to be expected. This has been going on for quite some bit. But for those who are still rocking with it, sticking with it, I super appreciate you. I hope you know that. So we got runners on the corners, no outs, but then we fast forward to runners on the corners, 2 outs, and Christian Campbell, who is hitting just 165 on his season and not having the best of years, popped over to right field, and that will do it. So we do score 2 after the 2 bombs we hit with Casas and Devers. Devers a 2-run shot, and then Casas followed that up with a solo homer of his own. But yeah, good job by the Red Sox, and we win that game against Toronto. We win it 7-3 at the end. We had this moment against the Minnesota Twins, and we win this game. We get the split. We lose this game. We obviously lose the series 3-1. And it is a save situation from Michael Kopech, who has been absolutely nails for us. He was for us before he was our closer. That gave us kind of the motion to make him our full-time closer. And now in that full-time closer role, he has not faltered. He has not been shaken. He has not been stirred at all. He has just been this guy. 102 at the numbers, paint. See you later. Alligator, old friend Brendan Donovan coming over and saying hello, as Donovan is going to whiff on 100 below the knees. That's the back-to-back strikeouts after leadoff bloop single. And then C.J. Abrams, 1-2 count, popped up harmlessly to Rafaela, and that is a series split 4-game trip with the Minnesota Twins. And we, again, split this series, winning the last game here to salvage the split. Next moment we have is a moment against the Texas Rangers. Yes, the Texas Rangers, as we try to figure them out, see what they got. And we have a moment here with Marcelo Meyer. Cole Winn on the mound, chopper, and this is not what you want. Couldn't quite get it through the infield And Cole Winn fired up, keeps this game scoreless, even though we had opportunities and we just couldn't quite get them to go. Kopech in the 9th as it was 2-run home run by Ashton Fuqua in the 7th, which got us to this point. And then back-to-back strikeouts by Kopech as old friend Jordan Walker goes down by way of the K. And then 0-1 count to Jack Sawinski, hitting .218 on the season. Popped up, and just like in Minnesota, 2 strikeouts followed by a light pop-up to Ceddanne Rafaela. So, thank you to Asher Fuqua for helping us win that game. Not often do we get really trade rumors before we get to the trade season, but the Dodgers proposed this trade of Dalton Rushing for Tristan Casas. Now, I don't have anyone on the trade block. I usually don't throw that out there until we get closer to the trade deadline, usually the last month, so I can see if the CPU is offering anything. Casas, obviously the health has been the biggest concern. He's only hit 100 games once in the last 2 seasons. I mean, for the most part, he'll take 20 or 30 games off or so during the year, but has been injured the last 2. He's yet to get 400 at-bats since 2027 and hasn't gotten 500 at-bats. I guess play appearances because he wants to. So play appearances are about even, but hasn't got to 500 plate appearances in about 2 seasons now. And they offer Dalton Rushing. Obviously, catcher is something that we kind of have our plan, but if you can add a guy like Rushing, does bat lefty, so it doesn't really kill your already super heavy lefty lineup. But we're going to decline it, but interesting, because maybe Casas, we get out of this contract early. Obviously, a team like the Dodgers can't afford it. Also, it's like Michael Busch is okay. Maybe you have a platoon here. Maybe you move him over to second base. Maybe you move him over to third base. You really have that guy at third base. Like Rosario is the guy. Maybe you do a platoon with Busch at third and Rosario at third, lefty-righty. Obviously, he kills left-handed pitching as a good defender. Mookie Betts is getting older. Maybe move some stuff around, but it's just interesting. I figured I would show this in the video. Sometimes we get trade offers that really don't mean much, and we kind of just next it, but interesting. We're going to decline, but interesting. So here we are, another moment against the Rangers. Obviously getting the phone call for Tristan Casas, which was interesting, intriguing, and I shared my thoughts about it there, and definitely the injury proneness is the only kind of reason we're really thinking of it. Hasn't really morphed into that power bat we thought. Jared Durant make a sick play in real life right here. And Wally terrorizing the boys. Ooh, Wally, get him, buddy. But anyway, this is for a split against Texas, as Hunter Gaddis has been absolutely incredible for us. Another one of those guys who come in late in the free agency process, and it's we strike a deal, and it's worked out for us. We've gotten some real good players. We had Andrew Nardi on last year's team. We also had Will Vest, I think, on last year's team or 2 teams ago. He was awesome in one of those late additions that ended up freeing us up for getting a really good back-end bullpen arm for not really a whole bunch of money. So that was super, super dope. Christian Campbell 1 for 3 on the day. He will swing and miss the slider well below the knees. And we head into the 9th inning, where again Michael Kopech going for his 3rd save of the episode, at least on screen. Can he lock it down? Jack Sawinski will whiff on that slider that was well inside. He gets by Narvaez, who's doing the catching today, and he will get on to, or he won't get on first base as we're able to throw him out. Riley Greene trying to time it up against the wall, and Leland Frydenberg, again, counting as a win. We try to draft Frydenberg. That would have been nice. He goes out to left field and doubles off the wall. Jacob Amaya, 2-2 count. He swings and misses. So 2 strikeouts and a base hit. This would mean a strikeout is coming. Sal Frelick. Oh my God, I hate Sal Frelick. I think I mentioned episode 1. I think I hate Sal Frelick. I think now I remember why I hate Sal Frelick, because this game happened and I forgot about it. So not only do we not get the win, at least right now, but now we got to play these extra fucking innings, most likely, unless they we walk it off in the 9th, or they take the lead here. And oh boy, just Sal Frelick, a hanging slider. He got to it. We'll take Kopech out. We're gonna bring in AJ Puck as they have a sea of left-handed pitching coming, or left-handed hitting, coming up. Obviously led by Corey Seager. He goes down swinging. Puck gets us out of it. Sal Frelick, I hate you. I do not like you. Shout out Boston College, but I don't like you. In the top of the 11th, Todd Rudy's out here. He is going to give up a hit to Leland Freidenberg. Runner tries to score all the way from second base, and that's a rope from Roman Anthony. The Roman Empire strikes again. Great job by him. The defense, an underrated staple of his game, both in real life and in the game here. And look at that. That is a perfect dot to Narvaez. Puts on the tag. I believe that's Jordan Walker, so more insult. It is Jordan Walker. More insult to injury. Get thrown up by a former teammate and the guy you really lost your job to. And Todd Rudy trying to stay perfect on, or at least keep us in this game from on the mound. And that is a sharp single from Jacob Amaya. And Rudy is in a little bit of a pickle now. You're going to keep him in. Ezekiel Duran with the bases loaded. He swings and misses on the changeup, well ahead of it, looking for the fastball. Obviously, we gave him the changeup. And Todd Rudy, fire me up, young fella. Keeps us in this one. Bases loaded jam. We got help from the outfielders. Obviously, this beauty here. And we stay tied going into the bottom of the 11th inning. Can we win it? Can we do it? Is it possible? So Don Rafaela, what we got for me, big boy? He's most likely going to drop down this bunt. And he gets it off, and it's good. Runner breaks over for third base. Freidenberg going to go to first and almost beat it out. Rafaela did, but he will be out. Sacrifice on the play. We're in Pete Alonso for his first at-bat of the year. We're in May. And this gets me to another point. I wish you were able to say who comes in at first base to spell, guys, as that's Pete Alonso. Walk-off winner. We'll watch this one roll. And Pete Alonso, in the first at-bat of the year, walks it off in the 11th. But I signed Pete Alonso, because it's power on the bench, because I know Tristan Casas, if you don't know, your durability rating not only affects your injuries, but also affects your stamina for those position players as we head into a moment against Kansas City here. So I know that Christian Casas honestly is prone to get hurt, but also only plays like 140 games. So I thought, well, if you're able to throw in Pete Alonso for those other 20 to 40 games, that whatever, I think that's a pretty good backup luxury to have. We have the space, we have the whatever. But because Weston Wilson and Carlos Narvaez also have first base backup positions, they just play them. And Pete Alonso just never gets into the game, which I don't know what decides what. I wish there was a place for you to set who you want as your backups in certain positions and getting a certain amount of playing time, maybe even really having a true platoon and being able to set who comes in like after things, much like Out of the Park Baseball, which we reference a lot on this in this series and on this channel. But I digress. We had 2 opportunities to score runs. We did not come away with any, but this time Marcelo Meyer breaks through here in the 8th inning off of David Bednar's single through the left side, scores Roman Anthony from second base, and we have the lead here in Kansas City on a Friday night. Ceddanne Rafaela, I think 269, really having a good year, career year with the bat, a really, really solid season. This is chopped to third base, and Bregman throws it away, and Ceddanne Rafaela and Marcelo Meyer are safe. Yes, Alex Bregman man in the hot corner for the Kansas City Royals. Old friend alert. Then Ashton Fuqua deep into the night sky. This will be caught as both runners move up eventually, and they'll move up on the sacrifice fly and the subsequent tag. tag up, and a great job by Fuqua pushing this lead up 3-1. Christian Campbell, can you do something? Please, for the love of God, do something positive. God damn it. Weak fly out to right field, not what we were looking for. All right, we do score 2 in the inning, however. That is good. That is pretty great. I enjoy that. And can we do anything big? Lawrence Gonzalez here in the 8th inning stings it to Roman Anthony, who's there to make the catch. Again, the defense underrated on our boy Roman, as that is not an easy play to go out and make. It's also 3-2 Kansas City at this point, I must add. And then Gerard Encarnacion pops this one up. So Don Rafaela is there, and we end the 8th inning again, still up by a run. In the 9th inning, we decided to leave A.J. Puck out there, mostly because the players coming up were either lefties or had way harder time hitting lefties than they do righties, and we know that about Alex Bregman. We talked about it a lot, but he comes through here. Jack Caglione is going to step up and pop this one up to Marcelo Meyer. Meyer out there into the shallow left field grass to make the play. So that's 2 up, 1 down, 1 on first base. Aaron Schunk, he's pretty good. And this one slapped down the line and just foul. Oh my God, just foul. So glad it did not tie up this game. I hate doing these extra inning games. Frustrates me as a person. Can't hit runners scoring position. Look how close that is. That's literally centimeters from being a double that probably brings in a run. Next pitch. Oh my God, he did it. Goodness gracious. Riley Greene's going to get to it quick. Are they going to send Bregman? No, they will hold him there at third base. But now you got 2 on, 1 out, and Aaron Schunk making me rethink being born. Being alive is bad because of him. Michael Kopech, his first outing since that blown save against Texas, which we ended up winning that game anyway, but a blown save nonetheless. Then Carter Jensen will come up, and technically another blown save for Michael Kopech, even though I'm not really going to put that on him. It just is what it is, but a tie ball game here in the 9th inning. Please don't walk us off. I don't think my heart can take it. It's going to be in the hands of Brett Wisely, who unwisely pops this one up. That was a slider down the pipe. That thing should have been in like North Dakota, but he pops it up. And extra innings we go, folks. Are you excited? I am pumped. In the 10th inning, Dory Moretta up against Marcelo Meyer. Meyer had the big hit in the 8th. Skies this one. Center field. This is crushed. Big hit in the 10th, 432 feet. Marcelo Meyer putting this one on our back. This is the Marcelo Meyer game. A RBI to take the lead in the 8th inning, and then an RBI, a 2-run home run to take the lead here in the 10th. Just center fastball. Absolutely pulverized it. They do get Cedon Rafaela striking out, but who doesn't? And Marcelo Meyer, you are my king. My king! We're bringing in Griffin Jackson, another one of those late signings to just no one was going after. We like this player, we like the stats, and let's go give him a nice little contract. And he's been all right. He's been especially as of late. I think the first few outings weren't as fantastic as these previous few, but you know, a sub-4 ERA guy in the bullpen at any time. This is more of a low-leverage guy, but also has really good clutch ratings. And, oh, my God, Ashton Fuqua, what are we fucking doing? This makes... Oh, if I lost the lead on that, oh, my God. I am so grateful, Marcelo Meyer. 2-run home run. We do win. Bobby Wood Jr., not that good. That is confirmed. You heard it here first. But, yeah, you know how mad I would have been? I probably don't think I would have played this game for, like, 2 weeks. If that play would have tied the game up instead of keeping us with a 1-run lead. But I digress. That is it for our moments against Kansas City. I think we just had one. There's another one that I ended up scrapping because it's really good. fit in the episode, but we are going to go into a player lock series following Riley Greene as he returns home, or previously home, to Comerica Park. Now, Riley Greene's having a nice season with us here. He had a fantastic debut with us, and honestly, for the first majority of the season, really, it wasn't looking that great. He had some power, had some, but that was really it. He was cold for a good stretch in the middle of the season, but towards like August, September, he really turned it up from our leadoff spot. Ended up being almost a 40 home run guy. I think finishing the top 5 of home runs in the American League, something like that. He was going nuts, and here he is back in Detroit playing in this cavernous ballpark. And I just wanted to kind of just show these moments, these highlights from him and his return, and celebrate Riley Greene and how important he's been to us in what we're doing here. So Riley Greene can't quite rob this Yennier Diaz home run, so that is going to be a run for the Tigers, but then he's able to track down this fly ball and end the 4th inning here in game number 1 of, I believe, a 3-game set for Riley Greene back in Detroit. Top 8. Bo Brisky is going to walk him, so that's a single and a walk for Riley Greene. In the 10th, we have a 3-run lead. He's going to move the runner up. Can't score him or find any space for a, RBI base hit or anything like that, but a walk and then 2 strikeouts and a ground out after giving another run Detroit did off of an error. And there you go. We win the first game by a score of 4-1. Matt Manning, nasty slider inside to start off game number 2 of the series, ties up Greene. Then later on, that's a really nice take by Riley Greene. That discipline rating is high for a reason. We don't end up scoring, though, as that wasn't a walk. That was a walk to load the bases, not bring a run in. And 2 straight batters couldn't do anything with it. Here's Greene, the runner, trying to run on him to third base. Why? 1, 2. A good 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds. The ball's waiting for him. How big of a dummy do you gotta be? Try some slick shit like that, partner. I don't know. Theo Gillen just waiting all year for that one to come by. Riley Greene is going to get hit, so that's 2 times on base here as we approach the 6th inning. This is a fly ball into right field, and Greene is going to tag up and have plenty of time to do so. A better throw, maybe it's more of a conversation, but definitely not a great throw. It's 12-1. Greene and I mean just, gets under this. This is warning track all day, every day, and unfortunately could not leave the ballpark. As it's still 12-1. Final out is here as Greene going to range over, show off some of that Gold Glove defense, and make the final catch. So Greene didn't get a hit in game 2, but did walk and get hit by a pitch. So reached base twice, so he still did what he had to do. Made some good defensive plays as well, and we win this one in blowout fashion, 12-1. Final game of this stretch. The Red Sox offense this series has been 284. Pitching, only 2 earned runs. You win a lot of games doing that. Just 1 run each in these first 2 games, and now you already have the series wrapped up with a win for us. But let's go for the sweep. Why not? Especially early in the season. Let's stack up these wins. Didn't really get out of the gates hot. But let's stack up some of these wins and really separate ourselves. It's going to be Daniel Lynch the 4th, a 420 blaze it ERA, 1-4 record, and striking out just 16% of batters. That's 29 in about 41 innings for him. Yeah, let's do this shit. Let's go. All right, Riley Greene, step it on in. Step it on in. 882 OPS, a 305 average, 9 home runs, and he will flick this one to left field, his old patrolling grounds, but weakly, and that will be out number 1 to begin the ball game. Fast forward into the top of the 4th inning. He goes down the line. That's fair ball. Double written all over this one. Greene hits first base, rounding. Throw comes in. It's close, but Riley Greene is in there, sliding safely head first into second base with a double, his 12th of his young season. Unfortunately, could not score Greene there, but he is going to go back out into the field and make a ridiculous catch right up against the fence, and almost a good enough relay to get the runner at third base. And in the ninth inning, it is 3-3. Greene is going to round this one out and ties it back into the infield. So 3-3. Can we pull up the win? We do go into the 10th. Strikeout, walk, single, and the Tigers do pick up the last game of the series, but a series win nonetheless. And here we go, a date against the absolutely crazy good Atlanta Braves. For those who don't remember, Gunnar Henderson, Yordan Alvarez signed with this team. You also have Ronald Acuna Jr. still. You also have Matt Olson still. Austin Riley still. Michael Harris still. You had Bryson Stott there already. Drake Baldwin, Sean Murphy, two really good catchers they still have. The pitching has changed a little bit as Spencer Strider signed with Pittsburgh in the offseason, but they still have guys like Spencer Schwellenbach, who we'll see later today. And again, still a really, really good team. And this is going to be our full game today. And Drew Thorpe's having a really nice season. A 3 ERA, 37 strikeouts for Thorpe, and a 17.9 strikeout percentage. Yordan Alvarez will not strike out here. Actually ground this one through the left side, and Yordan is on to begin the game. Gunnar Henderson up after him, and Meyer is there, and he actually boots this one. Meyer could have ended the game, ended the inning right there, but puts 2 on, and now Atlanta, who does not need help winning ball games, is getting some help. However, a nasty circle change. When that circle change is on, man, that is a pitch and a fucking half for for Drew Thorpe. But Tobias Haney, he swings and misses, and that will end the inning. Spencer Schwellenbach, I mentioned, he's really good at 2.88 ERA, a 1 whip, 51 strikeouts, and 50 innings, and he has a 1-2-3 inning going. And then this 12th pitch of the inning is a dotted fastball that Rafael Devers can only just grit and bear. We are giving Pete Alonso the start here today, as Tristan Casas, needs some breathers here and there. And Alonso able to draw a walk. Later on, runner on second base, that's Alonso, and Roman Anthony gets a center cut fastball and mashes it off the monster. Alonso was waiting the tag potentially, so he's not able to score, but we do have 2 on, both in scoring position with no outs. But we do have Christian Campbell up, who he is not good. It's a 180 batting average, 190 batting average. However, this one won't quite get through, but will score the run. So we'll take it. First run of the game comes across the score thanks to Christian Campbell. Marcelo Meyer, he is going into left field, and with the runner going back towards the wall, not be able to get some momentum behind a throw, Roman Anthony will score easily. 2-0, the bottom of the second. Pick things up in the top of the third inning as Gavin Cross trying to get at least one of those runs back. A fastball left high. Again, Thorpe doesn't have blow-it-by-you stuff. He works mostly off movement and break, and just didn't move nor break, and he teed it up for some batting practice. And Gavin Cross, the former first-round pick of the Kansas City Royals out of Virginia, I believe, he goes yard. Yordan Alvarez way ahead of the circle change. Again, when that thing is working, boy, is that thing good. He swings and misses over the top of it. But Gavin Cross, 1 run off 2 hits for the Braves. We have 2 runs off 1 hit for us. In the bottom of the third inning, Ashton Fuqua steps up to the plate. Spencer Schwellenbach tries to get a fastball by him. He absolutely pulverizes this one right off the green. Runner going to go over in score. Look at Riley Greene. Watch this base running by Riley Greene. Not hesitating at all. Took an odd bounce off the monster. Obviously, we know that opposing left fielders have tough playing off the monster. Watch Greene. He is going to the right. The left fielder's picking the ball here. He does not think that Greene is going. But Greene, knowing that Ashton Fuqua is slow, that they might want to take advantage of that, he takes advantage of it. They throw in second base, and he is coming around to score at third base. And then we got grand theft Fuqua, Ashton Fuqua. He is a speed demon. He steals that run. That almost was an out. Again, a better throw, and he is dead to rights, but good job by him evading the tag. Finally, a ground out from Roman Anthony ends the inning, but we put up a crooked number, a very, very, very crooked number. It is 4-1 now as Fuqua and the boys getting going. Thomas Haney is going to lift this one into center field in the fourth inning. Ceddanne Raffaello with a dive, and he can't get to it. Maybe he shouldn't have done that. Maybe would have held him to a single, and instead going out for the highlight play. Now we got a runner on second base. Another double for Haney. Matt Olson, he's a Red Sox killer, at least in this franchise, and won't kill us just quite yet, as that one is popped into left field. Riley Greene is under it to make the catch. At the top of the fifth now, Drake Baldwin, he goes off the monster. Can Riley Greene get to this one? Oh, he's going to play it right off the scoreboard. Actually gets away from him. Baldwin in there, standing up. Riley Greene, he still is getting claimed to the monster. Again, I don't know why I haven't put on the fielding ribbons yet. I just don't know why I haven't done that personally. But whatever. Is it really going to affect us? Watch this circle change. First you see me, whoop, now you don't. Gavin Cross, get fucked. Thanks for playing. Curveball. All right, that will score a run. But Marcel Meyer over to first base for the second out of the inning. And then against Michael Harris, chopper, Drew Thorpe there. What a play. Pitchers are athletes too, baby. They really are. What an athletic, acrobatic play by Drew Thorpe. Bottom of the sixth inning, Kevin Ginkel is in. Get ganked, kid. Get absolutely ganked. Rafael Devers scoops another home run for him. 11 on his season. And probably closing in on 450. We had that 400 home run episode for him. How many more episodes until the 500 episode? How about make a guess right now? When we do Rafael Devers chase for 500, what episode number would that be? For context, this is episode number 61. I would assume he's around 440-ish home runs. Maybe episode 81, over and under, episode 81 and a half. Who knows? We've picked things all the way up in the ninth inning. We're going to go A.J. Puck, try to close things out, obviously, with the bevy of lefties that the Atlanta Braves have donned, including a heavy lefty lineup because they were facing off against a righty most of the day in Drew Thorpe, who I believe won 8 innings here today. We are going to go A.J. Puck instead of Kopech, also give Kopech a little bit of a breather. Austin Riley, who's actually Number's favorite right-handed pitching, is going to do the damage here, and it is 5-3 Atlanta. And then Matt Olson is gone. Slider is crazy right there on the edge. And finally, Justin Henry Malloy, they bring in to pinch hit. He pops this one up from Anthony, who skates over to make the play. The Red Sox end up winning this one to score 5-3. We take down the juggernaut Atlanta Braves, and what is a really, really, really fun game to play. We got some home runs. The offense didn't falter. The pitching was awesome. And it is what it is. I think Corbin Carroll just stole home, which makes me super mad and upset in real life. I'm watching this game. And now I'm going to end you on a sad note. I'm upset. I'm sad. What are you going to do about it? You should like and subscribe. That would make me feel better. So we end the episode off. Honestly, we did quite a bit of winning. We ended off here, ended up finishing off this sweep of the Blue Jays. Took 2-3 against the Twins, 2-3 against Texas, 2 out of 3 against Detroit. Did lose series to Kansas City and Atlanta. Overall, 27-21 and a pretty decent stretch coming up. We got the Mets, who not great on paper, but again, they have a talented team. You have the Orioles, who are both great on paper and have a talented team. You have the Brewers, who are okay. The Braves, again. You have the Yankees. You have Tampa Bay, who's on your case. You have Seattle, who's good again. You also have the Angels. You have the Giants. And you have the Blue Jays. And you have these other teams that aren't that great. Next time, I think we're going to walk through most of this month through the perspective of some of our young guys. As then, no surprise, we've had some struggles here, especially in the lineup. Guys like Ashton Fuqua, guys like Roman Anthony, guys like Christian Campbell, Marcelo Meyer, Theo Gillen, the baby Sox. Even though, these guys are approaching 25 to 27 years old, Fuqua, the youngest, at 23. These are what we're going to do. Probably going to do a series or two with each of these guys, just kind of talk about how they've gone this season and everything about that. But anyway, wrap up in a pretty good spot right now. If the season ended today, we would be third in the American League, but would have a wild card spot by a game over the Astros, the Rays. But early in the season, we will see you next time here with more baseball here on Kingsbury 33 Games. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, all that fun